Today, a friend announced that they just got a standing desk. And so it reminded me that in almost 10 years of using sit-stand desks, that I have accumulated some ideas or workflows that may not be immediately obvious. The first one, and maybe this is obvious, you should get a standing mat. If you Google standing desk mat, and it's, an ergonomic thing for standing on, you will find a collection of mats that are like $100. And that's because they're just priced for the nice office situation. And maybe they look nicer, but the one that I just showed you in Canada here, it's from a store called Uline. And they sell sort of the things that you need to run an office or like a factory. And so this one is called the Cadillac, like literally the Cadillac standing mat or something like that. It is I can't remember what the thickness is, but this one that I have is 2 foot by 3 foot. It's to solve like standing fatigue inside factories or like other more industrial things. It does not look as nice. It costs, I think it was $30. And using this, it's the difference between being able to stand for an hour or just standing for like 5 or 10 minutes. So yeah, standing fatigue can be a hard thing. But wearing shoes really helps. Shoes and mat. You can go as long as your legs want. Your feet don't get sore though. The other thing that I'll say is I have worked in 2 or 3 offices where there are sit-stand desks, and there is a pattern. When somebody gets their very first sit-stand desk, there is a honeymoon phase where they're standing all the time, and that begins to wane. And then eventually the only thing that it's ever used for is like micro adjusting the height that you want to be at. And if you want to be standing more, and you've read some articles that sitting is killing us and all this, you need to like trick yourself into standing. And so I have a couple tricks that I use. Number one, there are certain activities that I will only ever do standing. So if I take a phone call, desk automatically goes into standing mode. I think this is my 9th year with this kind of desk, and I don't even think about it now. The desk just goes up. Also, if I'm doing anything tinkering, so I've got a screwdriver, opening a Mac Mini to like change the RAM or like repairing something, standing desk is perfect for that. I just get it up there. And then finally, you need to just create the habit of standing your desk at certain times. So when I leave for lunch or when I leave at the end of the day, I put the desk into standing mode, and then you will default into standing at least twice a day. So you come in the morning, your desk's already standing. In fact, if I come into this office and my desk isn't up, it just looks weird. It's like, whoa, desk is down. it just like literally it's up by default. And so I come in the morning, I'm standing, I'll do that for like probably 45 minutes and then sit for the rest. And I also do my little ankle exercises because I injured my ankle. I'll stand on one foot, and it's just quirky things like that that you wouldn't otherwise do. And when I leave for lunch, desk goes back up. And the last thing I'll say is that if you are thinking of getting a standing desk, definitely get the electric kind. There's a hand crank kind, and it's a much more enjoyable price point. But I know 2 friends who have them, and they never use them. So if you need to be able to do this kind of painlessly or any obstacle, and you'll just sit all the time. And so, yeah, it is worth it. It is helpful. And the little things you can do to just make it that much more useful.